Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once another reaction for you guys. Today guys, we're checking out Lies of P. Gameplay trailer dropped a few minutes ago from Gamescom's event happening right now, opening night. They're dropping a bunch of stuff at this event opening night for Gamescom. This is one of the things I wasn't expecting, so I decided to check it out and see what it's all about. Because the things I have seen about this game, which is very little because there hasn't really been too much stuff from this game so far, has been very interesting. Think about Dark Souls, Bloodborne, even Elden Ring, and then also think about you're playing as Pinocchio. Sounds kind of strange, but the stuff they have shown has been very interesting, and apparently this trailer is freaking great in terms of actually showing a lot more of the game. So I'm curious to see what they're going to show in here. Now, Lies of P, that's a weird title. I'm not really sure why it's called Lies of P, like just call it Pinocchio or something else, but maybe it'll make more sense once we actually see more of the game or actually play the game itself to understand why it's called Lies of P or just Lies of Pinocchio, but anyways. But I'm curious about this because I love the Bloodborne game. I love that game to death. I don't know why we don't have a sequel. And I love the Dark Souls game. And Elden Ring was fantastic. Such a good game. So the idea of like taking kind of those elements, those darker elements, and playing as a version of Pinocchio sounds bizarre, but what they have shown before this trailer now has been pretty interesting, so I'm curious to see more of it because apparently they show a lot more in this trailer. So I'm curious to get into it, see what they show us, guys. Here we go. Lies of P gameplay trailer. Let's get into it now and see what they show us, guys. Let's go. Let's get into it. Is that the rider Pinocchio, maybe? Whoa.
I hope this reaches you. This city is falling apart.
Wow.
Chaos, madness, death. And there might be no going back. But you can change that. It depends on the choice you make. Truth or lie.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. Locations for sure. Like this. That's awesome. Wow.
I might be asking too much of you,
Gameplay.
but I don't have a choice.
All the different weapons too. Whoa. Okay.
Please, help me.
Is this... That's Pinocchio. Yeah.
Finally, we meet, son.
Okay, I was like, is that who I think it is?
The stage is set.
The light shines brightest in the darkest of times.
Interesting.
All right, buddy, I'm here for you. Don't worry.
Okay. Ooh, okay, actual, okay. We see the UI and everything too. Mechanical dogs. Of course. Wow.
You can lean on me.
Jesus. All the different weapons too. Wow.
Fulfill. Your destiny.
I'm about to say, they gotta say fulfill your destiny. This was some pretty cool shit in my personal opinion. I like how there was a lot more location showing, because the bits of stuff we've seen of Lies of P before this trailer showed more of the darker aspects of some of like the outside locations, but they showed a lot of really cool stuff in this, in my personal opinion. They showed some really cool stuff. Like, wow. Okay. I'm definitely excited for this. I really am. And seeing actual gameplay with the UI, that was really cool, so we could kind of get a sense of, you know, how it's going to look when we're actually playing it. Because, you know, whenever we see gameplay trailers, They sometimes show gameplay footage without the UI and everything, and kind of like how it's actually going to look when you're playing it. Just to kind of cover all that stuff up and just kind of show you the moves and things you can do with characters. But what I liked is that they had a little bit of that, but then they actually showed footage of the actual UI and what it's going to look like. I mean, we see what seems like a stamina, health. I'm guessing the blue 3 bars are like a magic type system. I guess there's like a boss fight here. It seems like you're going to have multiple weapons in this game you're going to be discovering and finding. Maybe you can purchase weapons. I'm not really sure. But in terms of this, it seems Geppetto is the villain. He's the villain. And they have their way of doing Jiminy Cricket. It seems like he's going to be in that little device behind you, like little light or whatever that was speaking. Like, I got you. You know, like, I'm thinking that's Jiminy Cricket. Essentially, that's their version of Jiminy Cricket. But Geppetto seems like he's the villain. Interesting. Who was that woman? I'm curious to know who that was. That was like looking up at, I guess they got a self-portrait of herself, and then she turns to him. I don't know what's on her face. I don't know. I'm guessing that was a self-portrait of her up there on the wall. Maybe. I'm going to assume so. I'm not sure, but interesting. What I like is that they gave us a lot more information, or at least more story type thing, more locations and everything. And I'm curious how expansive is this, because they still they showed a lot of locations in this trailer in terms of different like places I'm assuming you can go to progress the story. How big is it going to be in terms of map wise? Elden Ring was a massive game. Now obviously I'm not expecting Lies of P to do exactly what Elden Ring did, but we've already seen games in this kind of caliber. They've reached the Elden Ring like map size potential and how much you can actually explore and things you're constantly discovering, unless you're going onto YouTube and spoiling it yourself. But there's constant things to discover. I'm curious if this game is going to do that, or if it's more of a linear format where you have to follow a certain path point. You can't just go wherever you want. But I don't know. But the enemy designs are really cool, and I'm really excited for this to see what they're going to do with this. So what'd you guys think of the trailer for Lies of P? If this is your first time hearing about this game, did you like what was in this trailer, and are you excited to see more? And are you guys going to be getting the game whenever it comes? I'm not sure what consoles it's coming out for, but I'm assuming it's going to be for next-gen platforms. I'm guessing, or next-gen, I guess the current gen, because it's not next-gen right now anymore. PS5 and Xbox Series X are now the current gen, so I'm guessing it's going to come out on those consoles. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.